Hello. My name is Salem Starlight, catgirl VTuber, and I am here to put my friends on a chart. As it turns out, this is a Japanese comedy chart, which some of you may be familiar with and others of you may not be familiar with. So I'm gonna type out some terms real quick just to make this easy. Let me just, as you can see here, clearly the Tsukomi is the straight man in a comedy duo, and the bokeh is an idiot. It's like a Japanese comedy routine where one person is like being goofy, silly, being stupid, and the other person reacts and is like, what's wrong with you? Very common comedy dynamics in our VTuber group oracLive. So I figured I should put my friends on this chart because it'll be funny, and I think some of the placements might be a little different than you would expect. I want you guys to keep in mind that this is how I know them from behind the scenes also, and not just specifically how they act on camera, but I will be taking that into account. Okay, so we have this chart which says they either are Tsukomi or are bokeh, and then there's acts like a Tsukomi and acts like a bokeh. I'm probably pronouncing those incorrectly. I'm not Japanese, I'm sorry. But anyway, so we're gonna start with Mystia Celeste, right? We're gonna do Mystia first. So with Mystia, I think this placement might shock some people. I think Mystia goes up here. Like, okay, and the reason for that is Mystia is always acting way more goofy, silly, and then she'll get hit by somebody else's like excessive amounts of goofy, silly, and she's just like, wait a second, what the hell? Like, okay, there is a running joke in one of our Discord chats where Potter will wake up in the morning and he will post some cringe cursed image, and Zika very specifically drew an image for her that just says, this shit's so ass. It's really good and really funny, and oftentimes he considers it a victory if he gets her to reply with it. So she goes up here because she acts super goofy, silly, and is really funny and likes to be a funny little comedic jester. And then you could just say something completely off the wall. And she's like, wait, what? And I don't know, I find it delightful. It's very fun. Now if I am to find myself on here, I go, wait, no, I'm still selected on Mystia's layer, haha, see? Scuff. I go, like, here. Like here, probably? Like, probably here. So, so the reason, and it's a little hard to classify myself, but I think I go here, specifically because I am way more Tsukomi than I want to be and way more than I act. Like, everybody's regarded on this that for irony reasons, I'm the straight man in almost every comedy duet in oracLive, and also just kind of in all of my friend groups, because I'm the one who's most likely to respond with, what the hell is going on here? When somebody posts some nonsense in the chat, but I'm not above posting nonsense myself. I mean, if I was, I wouldn't be a streamer, right? Like, come on. Every single streamer out here posts nonsense. That's what we do. But like, I mean, you can't be like up here, because I don't think you can be an entertainer and be like up here. That's just not how it works. But I think I'm up here. Like, I think I'm all the way up here. Where in general, like, this is where I live. Salem goes here. She's way more Tsukomi than she acts. Actually, it's probably like here. Yeah, I had moved it when I moved myself, but I live like here. Now if I am to, okay, so Zika is interesting. This is gonna be really interesting. So she goes here, like in the center. And I think that's largely because Zika is capable of I don't want to say molding her personality, because she's never faking it, but if like adapting to any particular person to be like any particular role in a comedy routine. She's capable of being like the extreme bokeh or the extreme Tsukomi, depending on who she's with and depending on like how she's feeling. So it's really funny because sometimes you'll say something like a ball and she'll turn into a feral little creature. Or sometimes, once again, Potter will say something completely off the wall and then she'll just be like, I don't want to be here anymore. it's really funny. It's always really funny to me, but she's so versatile and so funny and so silly. She just goes here. She's like, you just add her into any, I don't know, you can just add her into any comedy routine and she'll find a way to fit in it. And it's great. I love it. It's great. I love it. Now I have to select somebody and she's not going to appear until I move her because Zika is now in the center, but we have Noella now. And I did some thinking about this, like before I sat down to record this. I still don't know where Noella goes, so we're gonna do this live. I think Noella doesn't like fit in the context of a Japanese comedy routine very often, like the way her personality is. But I think she goes like here, like here. And the thing about Noella that's interesting is that it's not so much that she makes herself the butt of a joke, but like somebody else will make her the butt of a joke and she simply plays into it. like when people be like, wow, you're bullying Noella, but here's the thing, she wants it. Like she does. She's like, you can say, as long as you're like the right person and you say the right thing, she's not bothered by it like at all. Now that doesn't mean you can sit there and do that, but that means I can. That means I can. But I think she lives like here. She lives like here. That's probably the most accurate. Let's see. Now we're gonna move Stau. Okay, so Starelia Umera. I think she lives here. I think both Star and I are in the like acts like a Tsukomi is a Tsukomi corner, but I think Star acts like a Tsukomi far more than I do, far more than she actually is. So, because at least when it comes to like oracLive comedy routines, and even just like in our personal lives, like Star is often willing to be silly, but it's like the way she acts, it makes it seem like she's constantly concerned for everybody that she's around at all times. But I mean, when you're surrounded by such silly little gestures, sometimes you can't help it. Like they're just kind of built in a particular way. So you just kind of have to look at them and be like, what is going on with you? That's kind of just the way it is, you know? But no, Star goes here. It's funny because I even selected an image, right? Like, hold on, let me unselect it. But like, I even selected an image and she just looks so sad. She just looks so, look at her. She's so disappointed. She's so sad. She's so upset. Probably what somebody like that I'm about to review said, but you know, that's just where she lives. Now, Yuki. I have to do Yuki. Yuki is interesting because I think Yuki goes like here. And let me explain. Yuki, through her completely, totally wild personality, is frequently making herself the butt of a joke, even if she sounds like she's not making herself the butt of a joke. So like, she's kind of constantly being a wild little creature and forcing everybody to deal or respond with her antics, but never in a way that's too like obstructive, I guess. So she's, how do I put this? She's a creature. It's the best way to put it. She's a little creature, little feral creature. They're kind of constantly forcing us to put us up with her nonsense, just kind of going there. But like, she's capable of being up here because I mean, listen, I'm putting people on an alignment chart. The people are full of multitudes. That's just how it goes. But if I had to single her out anyway, she acts far more like a bokeh than she actually is. She goes here. And for the last one, I have our beloved staff member. English is hard. I have our beloved staff member, Potter. If I could just like yank him off the chart, like let me move. He goes down here. You might be like, wow, Salem, he's not even on the chart anymore. Yeah, he's right here. You can see him right there behind my hair. He goes down there. Honestly, he actually goes off the chart in the acts like a bokeh range. He he acts like more of a bokeh than he actually is, which probably sounds unreasonable for anybody who's ever interacted with the man or anyone who's ever interacted with him on stream. He's basically like that all the time, which isn't to say he's not capable of being serious, because he is, but I think Potter has simply made it his life's mission to make himself the butt of a joke at all times. Which just kind of leads to very silly, very almost excessive comedy routines sometimes, just because he makes he's like attempting to inflict psychic damage on people at all times, basically. Like, you've made a contract with a horrible little jester clown, and he's here to deliver the horrible image into your inbox every morning, and he's trying to like make you react like I do. Because I mean, there's the live Salem reaction image, there's Mystia's "this shit's so ass," and he considers it a personal victory whenever somebody posts either one. But yeah, hold on, let me zoom out so that you can see it better. Yeah, there we go. This is the oracLive Japanese comedy alignment chart. I'm actually a little stunned that we don't have anybody in this quadrant, just based on everybody that we have here. But yeah, I think this is where I would personally put everybody. They all go here. But anyway, this has been Salem, and I hope you've enjoyed my little video, my little placement of everybody and my reasonings, and maybe this makes you know the members of oracLive a little better.